Hello, it's xoashleypink, otherwise known as Ashley, and I've already filmed this planner stack video, and then I lost half the footage because I used two different memory cards, so sometimes their numbers like overlap, and I accidentally clicked combine. No, I accidentally clicked merge instead of, you know, like the keep both. So I'm gonna refilm it. Most of these have their own video, so I'm not gonna like fully like dive in because my 3 bullet journal videos and my MakseLife has their own video that I've already filmed, and I'll go into depth with those. So keep an eye out for that. But I want to go for my planner stack, and yeah, I'm one of those people that has a big one, as you can see, and yeah. Oh, sorry, my dog's looking at something. Anyway, this isn't stuff that I use every day, and when I first got into the planner scene, the idea that of seeing really big planner stacks and be like, oh my gosh, you check in with that every day? No. So I'm gonna start with the biggest first, and that is my budget binder. I used to use budget planner. I have videos on that somewhere. But yeah, this is definitely transformed a little bit. So this is something I set up last year. So this is my overall like general goals. These aren't SMART goals because they're not like measurable or anything. They're just like, this is what I want. So for example, I have buy a house by December 2024. I set this up in 2023, not realizing my financial situation was different because like, I have loans to pay, I have other stuff to figure out. So this is what I want to do. I want to be more fiscally responsible, pay off my credit cards completely, because what I used to do was buy stuff on my credit cards, then pay them off. That was my method. It's not working out for me, so my goal is to only use my debit card and pay off my credit cards completely, and then that way I can do whatever. I plan for my debt, ideas for budgeting, and then I found this from Two Sister Bees. It's essentially just like you go through all your stuff. I don't feel like going through it because it's for like debt payment and budgeting, which I'm trying to like restructure my budgeting. So, because just like anything else, your planner system, everything else, it has to grow with you. So this is the 8 actionable steps. So do your budget, no spend challenge, pause any subscriptions, plan meals, lower bills, sell items, side jobs, track spending. So this is kind of like the thing. I'm really just using it for like budgeting and other stuff. But I find this works out, and I have these tabs that I already bought for my bullet journal. So I have January's. I haven't started January's yet. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have January's in my mind. I haven't written it out fully yet, but I have it on like little notes. This is just an old binder with some note paper that I've already have, and I just had loose leaf. Honestly, for ages, I was just using this with like loose leaf that I've already had from like my high school days, where I literally just had extra loose leaf and extra binders because I knew we'd use them. And I say my high school days, like I graduated high school in 2012. This is just stuff that like we had at the shop, like my dad's shop, because, and I mean, like he has like a sheet metal shop that I work for now. And we would keep office supplies if it's good, because you never know when you need it. So this is literally just made from like stuff. And then before I printed that stuff off and used it, I was literally just using like pens and highlighters. But I find this is really, really helpful. And all of this stuff I have separate binders for, so I can really do a deep dive, but then I add it to my room. And then the other two things. So this is, I don't have my new one yet, but this is my memory planner. This is me just quickly going through. Okay, so this is for the week of, I think this is like, yeah, this is for the week of July 1st through the 7th, just as an example. As you can see, I just kind of like quickly put in what I was looking at, what I did. I watched a lot of Smosh this day, just like a quick whatever. So this is what my memory plans look like. And then what happens is, like this week, I don't have notes. So I make a pretty spread like this. If I don't have notes, I still just, I don't use it as like functional like this, as like a memory. I just kind of do an art project instead. And there's some weeks where I just have the art project, right? And does that suck? It does. But you know what? I'm using my kids. I use, this is A5 wide. This, the inserts are Aura Estelle. Long Ago and Far Away, Print Impressions had Scribble Prints Co. collab that had different monthly, weekly, and planner things. And then when they closed their shop for the revamp, they still put that stuff back up. So I use Aura Estelle instead, mainly because I can't find, I really like the A5 wide inserts, and I can't find any other inserts or any other like A5 wide planners like this. But yeah, I really like this sticker planner. Okay. Sorry, I took everything out of my planner card and now I'm just slowly putting it back in. This is my iPad. I'm just gonna quickly go over it. If it's, yes, it's there. So I mainly use my iPad for this stuff. I have it, like I have video stuff and like other shit set up, some games to play, but I mainly use it for this category. So I have Evolve, which is just kind of like quick journaling. It used to just be like daily journaling and affirmations. They used to be able to turn off meditation, because I don't do meditation with this. I can't really anymore, so I skipped through it. But it is like a good, they changed it, so I'm not sure, but still, it's a good thing. Glorify is a devotional app. I am Christian despite being queer, and I really like this because I don't really have a church home, because a lot of church homes are homophobic, and I want to be able to, not to get too into religion here, but I really feel like there's a lot of Christians out there who don't follow his word. Specifically, the not one of the 10 commandments is basically do not take the Lord's name in vain. And yes, that does mean like saying things that go to hell, or oh my gosh, or oh my God, but it's basically, but it boils down to, if you've ever done Bible study, don't take the Lord's name in vain means you do not make judgments on behalf of the Lord. You do not say God thinks this and judge people based on what you think God wants, because that is you making decisions on behalf of God. So anybody who's homophobic on behalf of God is breaking that one of the 10 commandments. And I find a lot of church homes are okay with that, and I'm not, because, and also I don't feel like my identity should be judged on behalf of God, because you are not God. You do not make judgments on behalf of him. So I pray at home, and I do stuff at home. And yeah, this is one of the ways to do that. I really like this. If I really wanted to, there's like groups you can do and listen, and there's like the Bible, and you can do journaling. I mainly just do this section. Not every day, but still. Then I also do tarot. There is ways to like pray with tarot and stuff like that, and mesh it. So I do like tarot. This is a daily tarot thing. I do have physical tarot cards, but I haven't done that in ages, but I find that at least with this, I can get my daily tarot card. Water llama to track water and drinks and stuff like that. I'm not using it as much. I do have Notion and Notion calendar, because I did use Notion. I found it hard to reset. Like, I like the physical bullet journal to be able to like do other stuff, but I liked using this for a quick to-do list. I have workout, health, Kindle just for reading. I have Pinterest to look through stuff. Then there's this other one, Self, which is like a little like reflecting on yourself thing. And I'm slowly working at it, but it's mainly these three that I use almost daily. I'm also going to quickly, while I'm going over digital stuff, go through my phone. On my self-care apps, I use Finch. Here, I'll move my phone up. I use Finch, which is a like goals / self-care task type thing. Routinery, you go through your routine, like you put it in, and you can really like help with like time management and stuff like that, because you break down your routine and how long it's going to take, and you can add and subtract stuff. And yeah, water minder, again, another water tracking app because I wanted to drink more water, and I don't know what I think of it. Walk Fit and Fitness, this is just Apple Fitness, I follow along. Toady, or whatever, it's supposed to be a clean thing on Tidy. I haven't really been using it. Sorry, I'm trying to, yeah, that's really a health app. And then, yeah, I have Maple, which is just like a Canada app thing for healthcare, like making online appointments, seeing a doctor digitally, and then an interval timer for working out. And then the other two things that I really use for my planning system is my Libra Link, which is my blood sugar. For example, right now my glucose is going down rapidly because that's my disorder and I need to eat. I'll eat after I film this. And then Lose It, and that this is a basically just like calorie counting log thing, but I really like it because you can, because it connects with your workouts for like your, with the Apple stuff, because I wear an Apple Watch most of the time, and I can track my water through it, my steps. I can record my glucose. Now I track my glucose a lot more than just 4 times a day, but I can see like my trending stuff. And then you can, when you can like back plan, and then you can just like click when you're done logging for the day. I really like it. And that stuff in my phone. I don't usually keep stuff open. Okay, so then the next thing is, I'm gonna say my bullet journals. Okay. So I started a 3 bullet journal system this year. So I have my daily, yearly, and long-term collections. I used to have a long-term collection, so I stopped doing it. This is my daily bullet journal. I have a video on it, but this has like my flip out year to glance. I'll just go over my index. So I have a year to glance. I have goals. So what I did for my goals was I wrote down like a section of like what, like just like a quick word, 1 or 2 things of what each of my goals was, and then I have my and then I have a page here for like my compass and the notes for each month. I'm gonna do the same thing for second quarter, and then reflection. And then I have, you know, like my cleaning tasks, 6 monthly photos, writing and self-care ideas, a content planning section, like an entertainment tracker section, specifically for quarter 1 and 2, because I noticed that with the business that I'm working for, it's broken down into quarters. So I'm really breaking down a lot of stuff into quarters as well. I have workout and weight loss tracker, and then I also have my January, which I didn't write down yet, but I did do my January. And yeah, this is my daily. I actually took it out of this thing. I got this from Estelle, Erin Condren in 2020, and I was pissed at the time because I really loved it, but I bought it in the B5 instead of the A5, and I'm like, I'll never use this, but I always kept it. And now that I'm in B5, I use this every day. This is what I take my bullet journal to work in. And I love this, I should say. I'll just show you. Okay. Because it has these sections for like pens and highlighters. And I have ones that I think will like really offset other shit. And then I have 2 spaces for pens. This is one that always stays in, just for extra. And then this is the erasable one I use all the time. There's spaces here that I would put whiteout if I was like traveling around, but I only really use whiteout, my bullet journal here and at work, and I have whiteout there. I'm not one of those people that's afraid to do whiteout. So that. So for my yearly, this is stuff that I want to look at like for the year, and I have it really set up so I can like, because I know there's going to be more than 1 year in it. I'm so proud of this. This is a set, you'll have to see the setup. I'm so proud of this. But yeah, I have everything that's in it, all the trackers, is set up for the entirety of 2025. So I have in here a future log, a reset routine, my resets. So this is things that I want to do daily for resetting, like so for the day. So a reset is basically things I want to do at the very end of the day or whatever. So this is for the end of the day, and such start of the day, and such start of the month, and such start of the week. And then my reflection questions for personal and finance that I want to do every single month. It's like a reference. I have like a little memory section and affirmation section. Self-care tracker, which for me means like nail appointments, tattoo appointments, basically regular things that I'm doing once a month or every so often for self-care, because I find that I feel better about myself. Like I have money for my hair and nails to be done regularly and to save up for stuff, and I really like being able to track and look back saying like, here's what I am doing. And in the same section last time and then a bunch of different things for self. So Brita filter is one of them, and I have a bunch of different other things, so like wax sideburns and eyebrows, and when I get mani pedis done and hair done and change my sheets. I need to add more for my mani section because I get manicures. I want to get manicures once a month, but pedicures every second month. So I need to add more for that. A pet info. So a section that has my dog's information at the top, but then at the bottom, it has sections for like when they've last been to the vet, when they last been to the groomer, when they last had their flea and tick medication. Because they go to the groomer about every 8 weeks. And they get their flea and tick stuff about every 12 weeks because their groomer only takes flea-treated dogs. Start and end, or then and again, is another one I've done for a while. So it's like I do stuff, I still haven't filled it out even though it is January 10. So, you know, like weight, favorite song, favorite bullet journal theme, like shit like that. So figure that stuff out. A reading tracker, specifically tracking how much my tallies, my fan fiction tallies is for the entire year. And then my goal is to read 3 physical books this year because I read so much digital fan fiction. Hygiene entertainment tracker, so tracking what I'm reading, watching, playing games, what I finished, stuff like that. Hygiene tracker, because I found that really useful for my OCD beforehand, and I'm trying it again. Then I have another goal section where I'm going to write where I wrote down my physical yearly goals for my MakseLife as a reference, and then I have a budgeting section. So monthly bills, other bills, and then I'm going to physically write out my income for each week. Sorry. And then a notes section, and this way, and then like savings and debt. So the idea is that write my savings and like write like everything in and out of my savings account, and then write my debt. Now specifically, this is for my student loan debt. I don't have that much, lucky knock on whatever. I physically paid, so student loans, I physically paid off my Nova Scotia one. Because when you do student loans through, you can do it provincially and federally, and I paid off my provincial one. I just have to pay off my federal one. Now I have payments every month, but I want to start doing more. Now for years I was just doing like little bits each pay, but I want to like save up, but I want to start tracking it a little bit more. So there's that, and that's it for my yearly. If you want to do a full breakdown and stuff like that, there is going to be a video coming up with that. Long-term collections, I don't know when the video is coming up for this because I still haven't finished it. This is just kind of like a reference. It's one of those things where it's taken a while to do, so I kind of have like a what is it, a good quote. This is supposed to be like a track of like stuff I have watched, because I find that like I want to watch movies and then like rate it, but I forget what anime and what TV shows I've watched, so I want to track that a little bit more. References for cleaning, so things that I like, lists that I do, but then I also have a section for notes, so if I want to scratch something out, because this is based on my apartment, so I know that there might be stuff that I want to add or take away when I do move out, but this is all stuff that needs to be done anyway, so the notes section will just help me for that. I haven't filled out my roadmap for school yet. I haven't finished this. This is going to be like a reference page, so I haven't done a lot of it yet, but I'm not too concerned with finishing it within a specific time frame, but because this is going to be a long-term thing. And then my other stuff is my MakseLife goals. I haven't written down my January. So this is I use the companion notebook system. So if you were to buy the physical book, because I've tried their weekly vertical and their daily, so this would come in the first section. And it breaks stuff down, your intentions, goal setting, mind map. I really love this page because it breaks down like ideas for each goal. And then I broke it down. I have a video coming out of this. I've already filmed this. And then setting up my quarterly. I haven't done my monthly January yet. I wrote down the month, but not like monthly goals. But I'm going to this weekend. Videos coming out for that. Yeah. That's my monthly there. And then I have, so that's my actual just planner system. But then I have other shit that I use every single week to like add on to it. So I'm gonna have a small section for that because I want to show people like what else you can do. So for example, this is my reflection thing. I haven't done this in a while, but about once a month or when I feel like it, I basically write down like what I'm feeling great about, what's my body saying, what I really need to listen to, rate each of these on 1 to 5, and then write a little note. I got this, Mom got it in the Jilly box, but I really like this because it breaks down like your dinner plans, but it also has like, this is how I think about my food, because I have to with my disorder. So I think about my fruit section, my proteins, my dairy and alternatives, and then this is I'm just gonna use for carb. And I really, really like this because this is how my brain thinks. So I'm gonna use that. This is my school book. So for notes, this is stuff, I'm not gonna open it, but I work at like an office at the sheet metal shop, but we have a main office as well. So I go back and forth and we print everything. And then this is papers for school. This actually isn't for school, this is for my budget journal, my budget binder, but this is something I'll take to the office back and forth to reference with this. And like these 3 things go with me to and from work everywhere because I'm allowed to do schoolwork at the office, so that is that. And yeah, that is my planner stack video. If you like this video, please give it a like, share, thumbs up, and all that hubbub. And I will see you later. Bye!